this time up. Come on. Okay, YouTube, are you live? To test it here on this phone. Live. No playlist. Live. Latest home. Live. Okay, we are live. 100% now we are live on YouTube. It says nobody's there, but I should be there on this one phone. And hopefully somebody else will come on and we can maintain this live. It's still, okay, it's showing me that done. Go live on Facebook. Go live on Instagram. Are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Watchman'S Hour with Roshan Melwani. Homosexuals everywhere were very upset this week when they heard the news that the efforts were not working to convert me. They still continue to try, but are still declined. I'm just not interested. Adrian Brody and the Academy over in Hollywood are upset because Adrian Brody doesn't have a podcast show that is as successful as mine. So what are they going to do? They're scrambling and they want this guy to get his third Oscar. We are broadcasting on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook today for the first ever time. And I'll explain the reasons for Facebook in a short while. But, I'll tell you one thing. Yesterday was an amazing day. I had, so I'm trying to think to myself. I had this on my head earlier. I had 1, 2, 3 great clients in the morning, okay? One returning client, another returning client. So one returning client from the United Kingdom, one returning client from Sydney, Australia, and one returning, and then one new client from Austria. Okay, it's fucking fantastic. And I brought them all in and I managed the scene, everything. And I had my dream team of Tarzan, Lovejeet, Mira, and Sital helping me out as I manage in between. My dad was obviously furious. He just doesn't like it when I'm in control and so forth. But it was absolutely fucking smack ass brilliant. After that, I had another client, a doctor. I can't remember where he's from. And then in the afternoon, I had a client from New Jersey who bought 3 suits and a tuxedo. He was a returning client. I had a returning client from Paris who bought 5 shirts. I had 2 returning clients from Paris, one who bought a velvet jacket, and a woman who bought a jacket. I had a returning client from New Zealand who bought another jacket. I had a returning client from somewhere in Europe, I can't remember where, possibly Nordic, definitely Western European, potentially Germany, who bought another suit. That was fucking pretty good goddamn fucking Saturday, wouldn't you say, right? And a great Friday as well. On Friday, I know I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new clients at least. Shot some crazy video. I didn't put this video up. Shot on a client's phone. It's floating around the internet somewhere. You should watch it on Instagram. It's actually, the video is on my YouTube. Go and see the video on my YouTube. This young Chinese boy from Singapore. See what I do to him. I post on my YouTube. I can't post on my Insta. I'll get banned, right? That's basically it. It's crazy. It's like, there's no point looking back at the past because you can't just say, oh, this happened, then maybe I'll be here or whatever, right? But because it didn't happen, right? But the bottom line is I've been banned everywhere so many fucking times, right? That the fight back is just so hard always, you know what I mean? I fight back, but banned on Facebook, all my channels, I had to create a new one. I banned on all my Instagram channels, I create a second one, a third one. My YouTube is gone, you know what I mean? My 20-year-old YouTube is gone. My 10th TikTok is gone. I'm on my 11th TikTok. If you want me to live stream on TikTok, you need to follow me on TikTok again. It's called samstaylor.band. That's me. I mean, it's nuts. I don't even know what I'm doing. Seriously, I have no idea what I'm doing. And the nonsense that you spew back to me is absolutely nonsense because we all know what it is. But yeah, great weekend and stuff. And so there's no bullshit here in Hong Kong and China, right? The pandemic, the biggest fuck up in recent times of Hong Kong and China was a pandemic. We know that, right? I don't think the government will admit that they fucked up, right? But we all know they fucked up, and they can take criticism of it, right? As long as it's not seditious. Now, the rebirth after the pandemic, they vested in the Hong Kong Tourism Board, which are a bunch of fucking jokers. Let me tell you this. They really are a bunch of fucking jokers. So I worked with them during the pandemic, and they seeked me out, and I thought I shot 3 big pieces of content with them. The first one was during Chinese New Year 1 year. We're in the midst of the pandemic, and I shot it with this famous celebrity Asian chef, Hong Kong chef, whatever it is. He has his own TV show, everything. All right. And I don't even know where they posted the video. I don't even know what they did with the content. You know what I mean? They never asked me to collaborate. I never saw it produced anywhere. God knows if it was even produced and stuff. The second, third time round, one of it shot at Kowloon West with a bunch of low-end Hong Kong influencers. So they're all white people, right? And they're supposed influencers, but they only have like 9,000, 10,000 followers on Insta. And it was to promote our art area. And stuff, and I don't even know what happened with the content, where it was produced, fucking garbage. And then I shot something outside the mosque here on Nathan Road, you know what I mean, which was, I think, the most compelling content that I shot. And this is all done by the Hong Kong Tourism Board. I don't know if it was published, where it was published, where it went. Once the shooting is done, then there's no contact from them, even if you email them. And then I emailed them so many times, over 3 years. Can I do more? Can I help you? This, that. They said, we'll let you know. And then, you know what? I just fucking resigned. I was just like, you guys are a bunch of fucking jokers. And then, the Hong Kong Tourism Board comes out of the pandemic with a giant war chest from the government. They spent a year coming up with this campaign, this Hello Hong Kong campaign, which was so slated by the public, by the media, considering the amount of time they spent on it, the amount of money they spent on it, government money. And it was slated by the government. It was just awful, absolutely pathetic, right? I mean, I've always said to the government, and I've always said to the Hong Kong Tourism Board, I've always said to anything to do with Hong Kong, I was like, listen, make me your poster boy, make me even your patsy, make me your poster boy, make me your patsy, right? But people will watch no matter what, take a punt on me and stuff. And, it just hasn't happened in a big way. And I don't know those 3 shootings, what I did with them, right? It's their script, everything, and my acting and everything. And according to me, everything went well. And, even one of them stars with a celebrity chef and stuff. Did they actually use it? Did they pump it out anywhere? I've never had someone come to me and say, hey, I saw you on this thing. So, really makes no fucking sense to me what they do. So anyway, so they spent that first year post-pandemic coming out with the most ridiculous campaign, spending a whole bunch of money. The government was just like, you know what? You guys are a bunch of fucking jokers. We're going to take over. And basically they appointed, she's called the secretary here, right? So they appointed a new tourism secretary, a new tourism minister. So if you're in the United Kingdom, it would be your tourism minister, right? And if you're in the United States, if you actually had it, it would be your tourism secretary. You don't have one, but she's our tourism secretary, and she's doing a fucking great job now. Completely fucking great job. Hi, RJ Page. Hi, Tony Lee. Have you purchased suits from me before? Help me, everybody, to like and share the live. Wherever you're watching, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, help me to like and share the live. That would be great. And of course, I'll answer questions about anything and everything once I'm done with my monologue. Now, the government then, coming out of COVID, started to delay its own financial plans soon after they realized that the tourism board were a bunch of fucking jokers. All right. Now, these financial plans that they laid down were huge. Okay. Huge, big, risk-taking plans. And any seeds that you sow, you must understand that any seeds you sow, unless you're a 17-year-old and you score a hat trick in the World Cup final, any seeds you sow, they take time to come to fruition. And I'm really hoping, and remember, I've always said that I don't hope for much, right? You know what I mean? So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite and so forth. I just want to be as transparent and honest with you. That's what the Watchman's Hour is about, right? It's all about me, and it's all about you guys, right? It's about me opening up to you guys and stuff, and then you decide on your own how you want to slate me, right? I guess that's the way the current world works. So I really think that all the seeds the government has been sowing, and they've been big, heavy seeds. There's 4 people watching on YouTube. I'd love for you to give me a roll call. Are starting to take fruition. Okay, business is getting better and better the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks potentially. We are still nowhere near pre-pandemic levels, but I've week after week, not last week was extremely personal. Last week was like completely unscripted. week after week after week, I give you stats on how well we are doing. And, it's a credit to our government. It truly is, because we don't have legislation to go through, and we don't have two sides that have to argue with each other. Okay. We don't have legislation that needs to be voted on, right? So people shit on China, and they shit on communism, and they shit on the way that the West does. The West does shits on the way our governments are, and so forth. But to be honest, and I'm not going to bring up the disasters, right? Because that's not for me to talk about. But on the economy, the government is just absolutely fucking brilliant, because they make the decision, and then boom, whoever's on the top that's making the decision just orders the people around, you've got to do this. And then they do it. There's no problems with funding. We are so wealthy, right? There's no problems with, two different sides arguing over things. No, we don't have two different sides. We're fucking communists, okay? And that's it. And then it works. And it really, really, really works. Today is election day. Election day is for something called LegCo, the Legislative Council in Hong Kong. And I'm going to go vote. I can only vote. So I put out a video this week, right, supporting a candidate who I think will be the next chief executive. I've supported him for a long time. His name is Dominic Lee. He finished one term in LegCo. He's going for his second term in LegCo this year, today, basically. I cannot vote because he's not in my district, but I'm part of his party, the New People's Party, which was formed by Regina Ip, excuse me. But I have to vote in my district. And I wrote out to all the people, this garbage paperwork that I get. And really, nobody responded to me. And I was used by Dominic Lee, and here's a big fuck you to everyone, right? Especially, the local non-Chinese in Hong Kong. And, when I talk about Hong Kongers, I'm not talking, in a positive way. It's definitely the Chinese, right? When I talk about it in a negative way, it's like the Sindhis here. I'm a Sindhi as well. It's not the Punjabis and so forth. It's just primarily the Sindhis who are just haters. They just hate and hate and hate, and they hate your success and so forth, right? And they castigate and castigate and castigate, but they nobody. They can be very wealthy, but they have no fucking fame, and they have no fucking standing. They have no fucking name, and so forth. But I was, if I'm such a fucking cock up, right? If my mouth is so fucking vile, right? Then why yet again would this hopeful branch of government, okay, tap me to make a video? All right, so I made a video. Dominic Lee shot this video, his team shot this video, and me and my store endorsing him. And then this video is pumped out everywhere, right? And also, if you have seen it, I forgot to bring out a post. I could have printed it out, but I didn't. I'm endorsing a Dominic Lee poster that will be filtered both physically and digitally to expatriates in Hong Kong. And expatriates, they signify me as an expatriate. I'm born and raised here and stuff. But they put 3 people on this poster endorsing. One is a woman called Regina Ip, right? She is the matriarch of Hong Kong, all right? Extremely recognizable figure, whether you're brown, white, or Chinese. The second person is Alan Zeman. He's the godfather of entertainment and in Hong Kong, and he created a very successful entertainment area which has been going for decades. So he's extremely recognizable. He's done a ton of work for the government, and he's completely anointed by the government in every ways. And third person on this poster is me, Roshan Melwani. So they're obviously looking at 3 biggest demographic groups, right? Chinese, whites, and Indians, right? And hey, there are other Indians here more wealthy than me. There are other Indians here. I don't know if they're more famous than me. I think I'm the most famous Indian in Hong Kong. I have to be, right? You can call that narcissistic, but here we are talking about me and stuff, and what I'm achieving, and what I'm doing, what I'm getting up to. And there are 2 Indians in the top of my mind, right, that are more anointed by me than the government, far more anointed than me. I just have one anointment, a justice of peace, right? And one you could say could be wealthier. The other is definitely way wealthier. But are they recognizable by the general public? Are they recognizable by the general public? So for me, I feel very proud that for a major party that's founded and headed by the matriarch of Hong Kong, someone who's been in legislature for decades, someone who now heads our chief executive's cabinet, okay, her party chose me as a poster boy, as one of 3 poster boys, to feature on their digital and print marketing. They've chosen me as a video poster boy to pump out everywhere to promote their candidates. So this is yet again an opportunity that I've had to support my government in some ways where they have initiated, you know what I mean? And I've told you the major things that I've done in the past are one, trying to help quell the protests in 2019, two, taking the COVID jab when it first came out, and then three, endorsing a candidate for the district council. That's way low down, but at least I'm called upon, right? So it's regardless of what the internet defines me as, right? It's absolutely irrelevant what the internet defines me as. The most relevant thing is that I'm selling suits. That's all I care about. And I say that all the time, and I say that in every interview, and I say that to you guys. Again, I'm selling suits. That all that matters. And number two, regardless what the internet thinks of me, my government, where I live, where I choose to live, where I want to live, where I'm living, where I choose to serve, where I want to serve, where I'm happy with, because I believe in power and proximity, right? Thinks I'm doing great. Okay? Probably think I could do better. Probably hopeful inside that I could clean up my act. But ultimately, they understand that I have reach. Ultimately, they understand that I have reach. Hi, Chris from Florida. I'm very grateful to you. Please stay with me. Okay? And please forward the live link to all your friends. I'd love for them to jump on. So the government thinks I'm relevant. My government thinks I'm relevant. My government calls on me. Whether I'm a patsy, you know what I mean? Don't care, right? I am, year after year, I do something for the government. Year after year, I'm involved in something. Year after year, I'm relevant in every fucking ways. Now I just need a win for my horse for this year, 2025. His 6th fucking win. Bastard got injured for 8 months. But yeah, you know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. And I'm not even, it's not about worrying about the haters. It's just, you'd be a fool not to try to win people over. Okay? You'd be a fool not to try to win people over. And I'm telling you over and over again, this nonsensical, immature stuff, it just doesn't stick. Usman, no, today I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So enjoy me here and help me to like and share the live. You know what I mean? You'd be a fool not to try win everyone over. All right? So look, if you are still so fucking stupid and you cannot understand the parody, then I don't know what to do. Okay? All I can tell you is to put that shit aside and believe that we are doing amazing things here. We are the most fun place to shop. We're the most creative bespoke tailor on the planet. We're the most progressive bespoke tailor on the planet. We're one of the most talented bespoke ateliers on the planet. And Hong Kong is a phenomenal city. I've espoused of Hong Kong, about Hong Kong, week after week after week. Watch my videos. Enjoy my videos. They're fun. They're funny. They're hilarious. Stop reading into them. There is nothing, sinister about them whatsoever, all right? And your sinister interpretations are a waste of your time and your emotion, okay? Have a chuckle, because I'll tell you one thing. If you're not with me, you're on the losing side, all right? Year after year after year, I'm relevant. Bro didn't fall off, okay? Bro's here, okay? And whether bro is rising or not, bro is here, right? So I will tell you again, join me. Enjoy my content. Enjoy my journey. Goodness me, what a journey it continues to be. It just doesn't end. It is absolutely fucking wild. You know what I'm saying? Couple of things. One thing I will tell you is that no matter what I do, my staff will cock up. They will absolutely fuck up in every ways. Okay, what's sick? I don't even know what's sick. Talk proper English. So I had a live stream yesterday, and you can watch it. Right, it's posted on my main channel. Let me come back to this. I am de-channeling completely. All right, I told you guys about this. I gave you instructions about 4 weeks ago, and I said that on my Insta, on all my platforms, especially my Insta, I'm de-channeling. I have 3 different Insta channels that I've built up. Okay, I worked very hard on them, but then each channel is going to be different. So I encourage you to follow all 3 of my Instagram channels, which are Sam's Taylor, Roshan Melwani, Sam's Taylor, and Sam's Taylor Hong Kong, because we have completely de-channeled as of the last few days, and there will be only unique and original content on each channel differently. Okay. We will use tools such as YouTube and Snapchat and the Chinese platforms such as Douyin and Rednote. We'll use LinkedIn. We'll use everything's available to us to post different types of content. So some stuff is really, really, really fucking wild. Okay, like the stuff that I've just posted on YouTube today was a risk, but I don't have any bans on my new account yet. But it's going to be on my new TikTok. It's on my Snapchat. It's on my currently on my YouTube. Like I said, it's on my LinkedIn. It's a wild fucking video. So if you enjoy that genre of videos, you got to be following me everywhere, and you will be entertained. Whether you're entertained or not, you will be shocked. There's a lot of shock factor in my video, okay? All my videos are spontaneous, right? All my videos, the people beg for it, okay? All my videos are not scripted. They're one and done. And there's a shock factor to them. You should, instead of listening to just me, you should listen to my dialogue because it's brilliant, okay? You should listen to my dialogue, it's brilliant because unscripted, I don't know where I come up with some shit that I say. But you should also focus on the fact that these people want to, really want to. It's no longer about being willing to. They want to be broadcasted in the most shocking ways, okay? So I implore you, I urge you, I encourage you, I plead with you, I ask you, watch the bloody videos, okay? And stop being so judgmental of me and the people. Why can't you enjoy it? Why can't you read into the scenario that Sam's Hill is a magical place to shop? It truly, truly, truly is. And no matter those who are negative towards the videos and stuff, you are in the minority. You're in the minority because I'm being asked that I should work on my self-confidence. Are you fucking kidding me? I think it's the most stupidest thing that everyone's ever said to me. I need work on my self-confidence? Are you fucking stupid? I need work on my self-confidence? I mean, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Watch my videos, enjoy the content. They're going to be mixed up everywhere. Follow me on every platform. Follow me on the platforms that you use regularly. You could be only using 1, 2, 3, 4, but follow me on that platforms, and you will come up with what will come up is unique, entertaining content. Okay, that you should sit back, enjoy, absorb, and say to yourself, "Oh my goodness, why would this guy put himself through it? There's got to be something magical going on at the store," and that is the truth. You know what I mean? Well, it's magic over here. Our success speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Celebrity after celebrity after celebrity, um, client after client after client. You know what I mean? We survived the pandemic thanks to me. We thrive now beyond the pandemic thanks to me partially. Now, no matter what I do, if you follow me for a long time, especially over live streams, my staff, they cock up no matter fucking what. So I had a live stream yesterday building a tuxedo for a client in Brisbane. All right, Brisbane is in Australia, and I tell them exactly what the fuck I need laid out, okay? And before I leave, and someone is writing the notes down, and I check the notes, okay? And I come the next day, and one important piece is missing yet again, okay? One important piece of new fabrics is missing. So if you watch me over and over again, my staff, no matter what I tell them, no matter how nice I am to them, no matter how good I am to them, no matter how I school them, no matter how much advice I give them, no matter how much I guide them, right? They continuously fuck up. They continuously don't listen to me. They're in their own fucking world. They are not serious. They're not committed. They're as stupid as they fucking come, but they're lovely people. Okay? And I take back the stupid part. They're very smart. They're just lazy. They just don't want to push. And this is what differentiates me, people like me, from a lot of people on the planet. And this is what I've learned in recent times, thanks to the global media and thanks to the left being so loud. People like me who like to grind, people like me who like to work hard, people like me who do grind, people like me who do work hard are always going to succeed. All right. And then the big problem in this world right now is it's a really big problem is that people in lower income brackets are continuously hating on people in high income brackets. And I don't get it. Why are people, it is intense. It is huge. There is so much hate from low income bracket people onto high income bracket people. And I can't understand that. Why? Why are you hating people who work hard and succeed? Okay. Now I'm going to give you something theoretical here. Okay. And I believe this is true. All right. If you continue to hate on the wealthy in your community, in your city, in your country, right? These guys who, and guys like me who give to charity and stuff and so forth, they're not going to take it anymore. You know what I mean? The hate is so intense, they're not going to take it anymore, right? And they're going to give their money elsewhere. They're going to give their money to fucking disasters elsewhere, all right? It's not going to trickle down. It's not going to trickle down at all to the low income people, you know what I mean? And, whilst you're spewing all this hate, you've got to understand that the people that you're spewing hate against are people who are handing money to you, are people whose taxes pay for where you live and what you live upon. those are the people whose taxes also give you the welfare benefits that you desire so strongly, right? I'm not into this welfare benefit stuff. But, the hate is so intense, and I cannot understand, right, why there's so much hate from low-income people towards high-income people. And you know what? You're treading a tightrope, and you're going to create a gap that's even bigger, a gap that's, going to stop them from caring about you, okay? Because the hate is just too intense. I'm telling you that. You watch it. It's a prediction, and it's going to be done. No, I believe trickle-down economics works. You're completely wrong. Trickle-down economics 100% works. There's no doubt about it. Okay? You're 100% wrong. And it's silly for you to say that. All right? There's no trickle-up economics, especially here, not in Hong Kong. So all these candidates, okay, that have asked me to vote for them in my district, I read their manifestos, right? These are Hong Kong candidates, right? Who I'm going to vote for in my district today, one of them, right? They're all these manifestos. I've read the manifestos of the other candidates in the other districts and stuff. And they say the same shit, that they just want to help the fucking poor. They just want to help low income people with housing. They just do this, do that, do that. They have nothing. Nothing has been espoused to help the middle class, the higher class, the wealthy class, the billionaires, where all the tax money comes from, where all the donation comes from. Okay, where all the government money comes from, because these are people buying properties who are charged with stamp duty, and these are people who are investing in the stock market, which incurs stamp duty as well. Okay, and so forth. So I reached out to everybody. I think only one person replied to me. I replied to him again. He didn't reply. I replied to him again. He didn't reply. I replied to him again. He didn't reply. My third reply to him, I said, look, I'm only going to vote for you because you're the most anointed person. You've got, I think it's this guy here, Vincent Chang. You've got an MH, a JP, and a BBS from the government, which is exactly what my father has. So I'm going to vote. It's my duty to vote. But I'm going to vote for the guy who seems the most like in my demographic. He's Chinese, of course. But, these manifestos on focusing on people, the have-nots, I mean, I'm just, I'm done with this shit. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely done with this shit. You know what I mean? The have-nots just fucking hate. Okay. So that's pretty much it. So because this guy has the most haves, I'm going to vote for him. And I believe he is this guy, and that he has a BBS, a JP, and an MH. And, I wrote to my third email. I was like, you haven't replied to me and stuff, but I'm going to vote for you because you have the same anointments from the government that my father does. And that's basically it. I'm just going to go with that guy. So, and if he gets elected, then maybe it's someone I can relate to. And that's pretty much it. Someone asked me again, a friend that shed me. I talk about shedding friends, right? So I had this one friend that shed me, a very close friend of mine that shed me. Actually, I shed this person. They shed me first. I shed. It's very complicated. Relationships are complicated. And I asked, why am I fucking spoiling my kids? Okay, why am I spoiling my kids? I mean, it's the stupidest thing that I've ever fucking heard in my life. All right, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I cannot even give you an answer. So I should not spoil my kids. Like, what should I do? Should I imprison my kids? What is up with the woke liberal left, the low income bracket? How long, honestly, do we have to continue to all listen to their voice, which only spews hate? Okay, is no one with me on this? How long do we have to listen to the woke liberal left, and especially the low income bracket, who only spew hate? Why do they have this voice that is so hateful? Is anybody with me on this? You know what I'm saying? So why should I not spoil my kids? I mean, I don't get it. I should just keep all my money, and my kids should wear Cotton On and H&M and Zara and even lower level stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Can anybody even answer? There's so many of you here, right? I should work hard. I should work like a dog, right? I'm already paying for their private school. I have money for the university. I've got property for them to move into if they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And yeah, I've got money for the wedding, everything. So what should I do? What should I do? Buy myself a Ferrari? Why should I not spoil my kids? If I don't spoil my kids, who the fuck will spoil my kids? I gave birth to these children, right? I chose to bring them into this world. How many times could I have this conversation, right? I brought them into this world. They're my responsibility. Okay. And God rewarded me with three pristine children. Three pristine children. And I'm not going to spoil them. Yeah, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to spoil my kids fucking rotten. What's the concern? That they're going to turn to degenerates? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I'll tell you something. You know what I mean? My kid, there are people right now, there are guys my age, okay? They've never worked, ever. They've just lived off their father's money, okay? They've never done anything. Maybe they've done some trading, maybe they've dabbled in some investments, whatever. But they don't work. They don't wake up. They watch Liverpool games till God knows what time at night, or any other team. They watch any fucking Champions League game any night, you know what I mean? They probably have gorgeous wives who are fucking tall and thin and beautiful, who are taking care of their kid in the living room while they're still fucking sleeping away. And they get up and they buy new Mercedes EVs and stuff, brand new Mercedes EVs with their father's inheritance after their father dies. Okay. You mean I'm not that guy, bro? I've given my entire life to my father. Okay. All right. And just because these people fly under the radar and, oh, I've got a new car, they're like, they show that shit off there on their Insta and stuff. And they're suddenly good people because they don't work, and they got their father's inheritance to buy their wife and kid a new car and stuff. And they put out a video and, oh, great stuff. I mean, their videos are micro. Why don't we look at the bigger picture there, all right, and compare it? What the fuck I do? I fucking work like a fucking dog, okay? 6.5 days a week, like a cunt, okay? I get up before him every day to fucking work. I'm in great fucking shape, especially for my age. Fuck my age, I'm in great fucking shape. I'm ripped to shreds, all right? Okay? I'm fucking globally famous, all right? Why? I have no major talent like Cristiano or Lionel Messi, okay? Right? I'm globally famous because I fucking grind. I'm bold. I say audacious shit. I go against the liberal West. Okay, I go against the woke crowd and stuff. I don't kowtow around the poor. And I be me, and I'm a champion for the working class. All right, and I call myself a working class guy. All right. I'm a champion. I'm anti-protest. I'm anti people being anti-government and stuff, and I'm super proud of it. I'm super proud of it, and it's made me what I am. It's given me wealth, okay, and it's given me fame. It's given me recognition. It's given me awards, okay. All right, sleeping till noon and watching fucking Champions League and Premier League games late at night, and supporting my wife and kid with my father's money, and then buying a fucking car with my father's inheritance. That's not fucking me. I buy a car, a beautiful car. I pay for it myself, $1 million car. I start sniffing my car because it smells so good, and I put that part of the video on the internet. And I'm some sort of psycho because I'm sniffing my car. Who doesn't sniff a new car? Who doesn't sniff a fucking new car? No, nobody likes a new car smell. Bull fucking shit. Okay, so I chose to show off my car in my way, sniffing it. Enjoying that fucking car. Okay, and that's basically it. And I am so unapologetic. All right, my dad is a rock fucking star. Okay, he grinded from nothing, no education, left school at 16, not a fucking dollar in his pocket. He ended up working with four fucking presidents of the United States, 4 fucking prime ministers of the United Kingdom, every fucking Grammy-winning rock star, male or female. My dad did it all from nothing. From nothing. And I'm his son. And I have said this over and over. I stood under my father's wing for a very long time. And yes, I worked very hard, but I was muted and controlled. And after I realized that he was not going to groom me, I spent, over a decade with him realizing that he's not going to groom me. I was like, I need to break out. And I broke out in my own way, right? You can hate on Nepo babies all you want. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you hate on a Nepo baby? You're hating on a Nepo baby because their parents give them money, because their parents love them and give them money. What is this thing about being against Nepo babies and stuff, that you want to hate on people because their parents give them money? Why don't you hate your parents? I think you hate your parents who did not work hard, did not grind, were not prepared to bring you into this world. and you have a shitty life. Okay? People in the upper class, they don't give a fuck anymore about this hate that you're spewing this way. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'll dress branded head to fucking toe. Okay? I'll dress branded head to fucking toe. Always. Okay? And so will my fucking children. And why not? Why not? I don't want to wear your chump ass clothes you fucking wear. I don't want to wear fucking basketball shorts with fucking flip flops and show my fucking toes to the world. You know what I mean? Hate on Nepo babies all the fuck you want. You tell me someone like Jared Kushner hasn't worked hard to get where he is in order to marry President Trump's daughter? And now where the fuck is he? He's talking to fucking Putin. He's talking to Zelensky. You know what he's done? What he's achieved? Isn't he a Nepo baby? Am I mistaken here? I mean, you guys talk rubbish. And it's not the wealth that is, not the increase in wealth on one side that is dividing the classes. It's the hate on this side, the constant hate on this side that the wealthy people are sick of. We're just done with you. You know what I mean? No matter what we do for you, no matter what we plow back into the community, no matter what we give to charity, no matter what we plow back into the city, to the state, to the country, you people just fucking hate. You people just fucking hate. You're not appreciative at all. You're not appreciative of what people do for you. You just hate. And you will lose out. I guarantee you this. You will lose out, not us. Now, I live in a unique way where my entire life is transparent. And you judge me in any which way you want. But I'm having an incredible journey that is completely mapped out by myself with no map. Okay? I just go from place to place and do whatever the fuck I want. And I leave my Hansel and Gretel breadcrumbs along the way. Everybody can see what I do. And that's basically it. And I'm proud. And I don't care how I'm judged. I have no hopefulness. I'm not espousing. I'm not hoping that, please judge me well. I want to be judged well this time. No, I've told you all that I made a decision a long time ago, living in colonial Hong Kong, where going to British school, where you're not going to be the hero if you're not white. And no matter how good you are, but you can make yourself Jafar. You can make yourself as the villain. And you can live that way. And yeah, the bad boy was born, and that's basically it. Let me tell you a great story. I think, did I touch on this last Saturday? I think I did. So we had dinner on Saturday night, and I spoke last Sunday off the cuff completely, right? So we had dinner on Saturday night, beautiful restaurant, last Saturday. And I think I might have spoken about this. But then I had a tough conversation at lunch, and I've had tougher conversations during the week. So Serena, I gave her the floor. She's my oldest. And she said, you always expect Mama to be so forgiving with you and the stuff that you say in your temper. And, don't expect me to be that way. I said, listen, I don't expect you to forgive me, but do not talk to me for 3 months here, 4 months there, 6 weeks here, 5 weeks there, and still be rude coming off all the silent treatment. Is, she goes, well, yeah, I'm not going to be as forgiving as Mom. So I just digested it. And then the next day at lunch, we had beautiful. I posted the video. You guys watched the video of my weekend, the room, the staycation at the Ritz, the video of the lunch the following day, the Peking duck. You guys got to watch this stuff. I mean, you're never going to get insight like this. There's no Hong Konger broadcasting the way I do, okay? And in English, okay? There's no Hong Kong broadcasting I do, non-scripted, not somebody else paying for and stuff. And all that stuff. You should watch my stuff. It is eventful. It is entertaining. Okay, I guarantee you that. So anyway, so I said to my kids quite sternly, I said, your mother, when we started dating, was as gorgeous as they fucking come. Okay, all right. I just moved back to Hong Kong, and I needed the most beautiful Indian girl here, the most beautiful Sindhi girl. All right. And she was the most beautiful fucking Sindhi girl. And I went after her. All right. Okay. She obviously, how do I say? She obviously, pushed away my advances, right? She succumbed to me, right? Some little idiot kid, fresh off the boat and stuff. But by the time we got into a relationship, she knew exactly who the man she's choosing to be with. Okay. And we had many, many, many breakups. Okay. And we had a tumultuous relationship, but we loved each other a lot. all right? A tumultuous relationship. We both saw other people in between, and so forth. And then came time. I became 29 or 28 or 29. And I was like, look, I want to get engaged. I mean, I want to get married. It's time for me. Enough of this single fucking life and just fucking around. And I've been through a lot of women. I've plowed through a lot of women and stuff. And this is the girl that I want to be with. And and I reapproached her and I said, no, I want to make this work. I want to make this work. I wouldn't say, how come you can't force someone to get engaged here, right? But she knew exactly how I was because we spent years with each other on and off. And, we got married. She knew exactly who we were marrying, and we gave birth to kids, and we had the time of our life with the babies, okay, with the greatest relationship and the time of our life with the babies and stuff, right? And the babies grew, and Serena has a real voice, and she's an extremely smart girl, 10 GCSEs, 10 A's, 7 of them A stars, okay? And I said to her, I said, look, I told all the kids, I said, your mother knew exactly who she was going to marry, okay? Your mother knew my shortcomings. We were together for a long time. We dated 5 years on and off. We were engaged for a year. We've been married nearly 20 years and stuff. All right. And no matter how I am towards your mom, okay, I always make it up to her. All right. And no matter how I am to your mom, it's usually in response, I just don't come in angry, right? It's usually in response to some fucking nonsense that she said or some nonsense that she's done. All right. I always tell people, if you can't make money, okay, don't spend it. Okay. If you can't earn money, don't spend it. If you can't save money, don't spend it. Okay? If you can earn money, if you can save money, if you can come to the broker, you can't earn money, at least save money. If you can't save money, whatever. If you are incapable of doing these things, don't spend money. That's what irks me. Don't fucking spend money. Spend it on the fucking necessities. Rest I'll take care of. Okay? But if you want to be free spending, if you want to be loose, and you want to spoil yourself outside of me spoiling you, but you want to spoil yourself based on me, my funds, okay, then you got to respect me and you got to contribute, okay? So every family is going to have this disconnect, this, that, but obviously, right, the art to a true family is staying together. So I told my kids off sternly. I said, what, you want your mother to fucking leave me? You want your mother to fucking leave me because of these fights? You want to be kids of divorce? My parents split in 88, okay? I was 11 years old. It was fucking nasty as fuck. All right. My wife's father died when she was 8 or 9 years old, 6, 7, 8 or 9. All right. She lived only with her mom and her sister. I said, what are you trying to say? I told Serena. I said, what's the fucking solution? You don't want your mother to eat my shit? So she should fucking pack up and go? Huh? You don't want your mother to eat my shit? You take umbrage with that? So she should pack up and go? You want her to fucking leave me? Are you that fucking stupid? That's what you want? Every day, a normal human being will work at cleaning up his act when he's making mistakes. But every day, a normal human being is going to make mistakes, especially guys. Guys are fucking stupid. Okay? Guys are fucking stupid. They're going to make mistakes. But if you're a good guy, a normal guy, a loving guy, a down-to-earth guy, God-loving guy, God-fearing guy, right? You know what I'm saying? You're going to, try to make it up, right? Some things you cannot change. There's very basic things that irk me. Okay? All right? And one of them is stupidity. Okay? Like, what the fuck have you gone and bought 14 outfits for? Okay? Did you make the money? Are you saving any money? Could we not go on Sunday and I buy you the 14 outfits and we have fun together? You know what I mean? Where will you use the 14 outfits? do you understand what I'm saying? Look, I love my wife, right? She is an ultimate partner for me. Okay? I am indebted to her. All right? She lets me be me. All right? That doesn't mean she doesn't get angry with me. She lets me be me. I've told her many times, we've fought so many times, you got to stay out of my work. You got to stay out of what I'm doing. I'm the earner here. You cannot dictate to me how I'm supposed to go out and earn. Okay? I don't understand this. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to go out and earn, right? And you want to shit on me the way I earn my different ideas to earn? You want to curb me? When all I'm doing, my only intent is to earn. I'm not out there to fuck girls. And everybody knows I'm not robbing, stealing, thieving, murdering, killing, raping, right? Okay? All right? You want to fucking get mad at me at my loose dialogue? You're fucking stupid. Does Tom Cruise's wife get mad at him when he's doing a love scene? I mean, it's just so fucking stupid, right? And this is a constant battle with my wife and stuff. Sometimes she just lets stuff go, and sometimes, she's furious inside because she sees me do a video and stuff. And I said, listen, I've been in relationships as well. I've been doing videos a long time. Everybody's pissed. My father's constantly pissed off. But the point of my video is to earn fucking money. Unless you give me a fucking better solution on what to do, you write a script for me. You tell me what to do. You tell me. You give me your manifesto. Okay? Give me your manifesto. Tell me what you want me to do. And same thing with my father, right? Until you fucking tell me what the fuck you want to do, I'm not even saying that has to be a ready-made fucking solution, right? I'm not even saying that it has to be a thing that guarantees me making money. Give me something to do. I'll do it. Let's see if I can fucking make money from there. But fucker, if you're not even fucking telling me what the fuck to do, all right? If you cannot even get off the ground, give me an idea what the fuck to do, then shut the fuck up, nah? I'm doing me, and all I want to do is earn. And what am I doing with my earnings? I'm fucking giving it to you. Huh? Let me tell you that again. Stop fucking telling me you're pissed off at what I do. Okay? Then you cannot give me a better solution as what to do. Okay? All right? You can't even give me an idea. You cannot even tell me what to do. You cannot even come down and work in the store with me. You cannot even come and help me. Okay? But you're shitting on me on the way I go about trying to make money. I go out, I earn. I become famous, I earn. I stay famous, I earn. I grind every day, morning, noon, and night. 6.5 days a week, I earn. And the money, where's the fucking money? It's going in my fucking pocket or what? I'm fucking spending the money on myself or what? Huh? Who's paying the fucking school fees? Who's paying for the fucking house, luxury house? Who's paying for $1 million car? Who's paying for all the country clubs? Who's paying for all the fucking clothes? Shoes, handbags, watches, jewelry. I think you're criticizing me the way I earn money when you're the only one eating. You are eating from it. What the fuck am I eating? I'm not fucking eating anything. My life is fucking over long. My fuck ups of that I spend my fucking teens and 20s being a fuck up doesn't mean I didn't work hard. Remember, I always tell you I worked hard. I can be. There's so many times I'm out all night, wasted like a bitch ass motherfucking cunt, and I've had to come to work. Or 1 hour sleep and I've had to come to work. 2 hours sleep and I had to come to work. 3 hours sleep and come to work. I'll be on work on time. I'll open my shop. Be dying. Housekeeper will come into the room with a cup of Indian tea. You have to go to work. I know. Arsenal Man City game is still going on live. I've dozed off to it. I've been there. Okay? Those were my fucked up times. And I got married. I had my first kid. The thing that put me on a different path was my first Christmas was 2009 with Serena. She's not 1 year old yet, but I went out to this, I've told the story before, this incredible party. Came home completely, absolutely, diabolically wasted out of my fucking mind, right? Destroyed my first Christmas. I couldn't work. I was so fucked. Okay? I partied so hard. I was so fucked. I couldn't enjoy Christmas with my baby. And I was like, this cannot happen again. And then we got pregnant. I think we were pregnant already with the second. Then we had when we were pregnant with the third. So I'm not drinking anymore, ever. And I never drank again. You know what I mean? And I've been this super focused guy that doesn't fucking go out, that doesn't whatever, that fucking works like a motherfucking cunt, who stamps his authority everywhere, stamps his image everywhere. You know what I mean? People can interpret it the way the fuck they want, but I got to do what I got to do because I got to fucking earn. Okay? I bagged a babe. I talk about bagging babes, right? My wife married me, and I told my kids this. I said, your wife married me. She knew the bad boy I was. A lot of people courted my wife, okay? Wealthier than me, okay? One was a bad boy, even badder than me, okay? All right? The rest were wealthy, and they would have taken great care of her and been very nice, and maybe she would have had the upper hand in the relationships. But the fame aspect, nobody had, okay? The fame aspect, nobody had. So when I tell my kids all the time, I say, your mother knew exactly who she was marrying. And your job is not to fucking sit and fucking, condemn me on the way I treat your mom, the way I talk to your mom, or whatever it is. You can see you're fucking blind. You cannot see the fucking life your mother is fucking living? Huh? You cannot see the life you're fucking living? You dare judge me? Don't think I'm not tough on my kids. I don't give a fuck if they get F's in school or this, that. I give a fuck if they embarrass me outside by acting like jackasses. I told them, don't you have fucking embarrass me anywhere you go? because everyone knows who you are. Okay? I'm like, what's the fucking solution? You want your parents to divorce? Your mother knew who she was marrying for in the first place. Just shut the fuck up. Okay? Number two, I always tell my kids, I say, you want a pussy for a father? Huh? You want a fucking pussy for your father? You want a no-name motherfucking cunt for your dad? Now that you know you have a guy like me, okay, extremely aggressive, okay? You want a pussy for your father? You go to, okay, in the community we live in, the crowd that we roll in, everybody's wealthy, right? Everybody's high disposable income. So, that's not the thing. But you want to live in obscurity? Or you want to live in the way that everybody knows your fucking father, and because of that, everybody knows you? I'm going to tell you a story next week, an anecdote next week about Rihanna's Saturday night last night when I get more details. So I'll save that. Huh? So I told my kids this. And then I had an individual conversation with Saria this week about it. And walking the streets, I went to drop Saria to a psychology class, brand new psychology class. Her mother was tied up and stuff, doing some fucking welfare work, okay, for the fire here. So I walked her there. I met her new teacher, intimidated the fuck out of him in a nice way. In the way I do. She recognizes my daughter. She's 14 years old. She's seen me intimidate people in different ways. Then I walked her back. And walking there, how many people stopped me for a selfie? Walking back on my own to work, how many people stopped me for a selfie? Walking there, how many people stopped me for a selfie? Walking back with her, how many people stopped me for a selfie? I said, you don't want me as a father? This is not what you want? You want someone more tame? Someone more nice to your mom, as you put it? You want your parents to divorce? That's what you want? I mean, come on, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Papa, are you free? Where is he? No, I need to talk to him. I put up with a lot of shit with my dad, and I fight back with him, this, that, whatever. Everybody, including my real mom, my stepdad, okay, long ago, said you should leave your father. My mom's sisters and everything. Leave your father. You're so talented. Leave your father. This is way before I became a breakout star. This was in the first decade of working with him. The first few years even working with him. I said, are you fucking stupid? I'm going to leave my father? You must be fucking stupid. I'm going to leave my father? My father's the biggest dick. You think I'm a dick? My father's a bigger fucking dick. Dick of dicks. I'm going to leave my dad. My parents left when I was 11. My mom took the three of us, 3 kids, me, my sister. I need to talk to my dad. Tell him when he comes. So my mom took us. And I was like, you know what? I've talked about this story before on this show a number of times. I was like, listen, I have heritage. I have legacy. And it was a very young heritage and a very young legacy. And I have fame. You must be kidding. You think I love you, Mom? I'm going to leave my fucking family? I'm going to leave the Melwanis? I didn't know I was only 11 years old. You know what I mean? So I had something inside of me. They told me, bro, you must be a fool. All right? And when she left, we went to my grandparents' place, my maternal, beautiful luxury place, not the shithole that we lived in at the time. Beautiful luxury district. Not the shithole that we lived in at the time. And then, my dad set up an apartment in a decent area, better than the one we live in a big apartment. I had my own room to set. I wasn't sharing. And I didn't give a fuck. I said, listen, home is home. I'm going back to my family. I'm a fucking Melwani. I'm going back to me. And in 88, we were young. Sam Staley was 31 years old young. In 2025, Sam Staley is 68 years old. All right? So I made choices as well. I knew my father's a fucking asshole. Okay? Tough motherfucking cunt doesn't listen. Just tell me when my dad is back. I'm impatient. You know that, right? But, I mean, you have to eat shit in life. I knew my dad is not fucking, Father Christmas or Father whoever the fuck, or some fucking priest. You know what I mean? You have to eat fucking shit in life. Me and my dad are tough. My dad is tough on me. Never appreciates me. Never said anything nice to me. Never said one good word to me. Always shits on me. Always shits on me. Always shits on me. Always shits on me. Right? But I'm going to leave my fucking dad. Are you fucking stupid? I know what my dad is. I'm here to serve my father. I'm here to preserve my legacy and preserve my heritage. I tell my kids, you don't want to get the fuck out. You really telling me you don't want to be a part of this? Because of some bad attitude bullshit? when we are living it, when we are killing it. We're killing it wherever the fuck we go. We're living it and killing it wherever we go. Give me a fucking break. And when it comes back to, spoiling my children somewhat, so we're going to go out and do what? Stay in a Motel fucking 6? Huh? Stay in a Motel 6? That'll make you fuckers happy? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. When we roll large and we broadcast it. And that is what the fuck that we do, okay? And that's pretty much it. There's nothing anybody can say. Oh my gosh, there's nothing anybody can say. The friends that I shed, the friends that shed me, the gorgeous thin women, whose husbands don't work and are watching football all fucking night, and they're feeding their wives with their father's money, okay, not their own. And then they're feeding their wives. They're buying cars with their father's inheritance, not their own money that they earn. You think I'm going to succumb to that bullshit? You must be fucking kidding me. Jesus fucking Christ. Give me a break. If I ever want motivation, right? I only thought of this the other day. I've always told you that I very, very, very rarely watch my videos, okay? Because I have no time, right? And so I just post it, and once it gets posted, it's done. If I have to write some text, whatever, write the text, done, and I post it everywhere, all right? But the other day, right, I think 2 days ago, right, the video got stuck, and I watched this video of me and one guy, right? And I was like, oh my goodness, I was getting ready for the afternoon section. I think this was Friday, and a big afternoon coming up. Wasn't yesterday. I read this out to you. If I ever wanted motivation, I should just watch one of my fucking videos. I rarely watch a video of mine. And once in a blue moon, when I do, I'm just in fucking hysterics. I'm in fucking hysterics. If I actually watch a video through of mine, I'm in fucking hysterics. Okay, I'll watch it again and again and again. It can sound narcissistic to you. Okay, but that doesn't really matter to me, right? I mean, I don't care. I mean, I am fucking hysterical. The constant views and relevance, the constant recognition and recognizability. That is a word. Constant views, constant recognizability, the constant recognition. They prove that my videos are fucking hysterical. And if I ever actually watch them, they just completely lift me. I'm ready to go fucking attack. By the way, this is a Sandro jacket, not a fake LV jacket. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, that the divide between the poor and the middle class and the rich, the poor, you're cutting your own lifeboat string, okay? Because of the garbage that you spew. You really must stop, right? We're not interested. People are not interested. We've tried to educate you. You know what I mean? But it hasn't worked. You're low-life haters. And it's just sick how you speak. And you're biting the hand that feeds you, and nobody will take that biting anymore. So yeah, I watch my videos. I need to find more time to watch my own content, and it makes my chest puff out, and I'm ready to go back in and fucking kill it. And that's it. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go back and kill it. Now, a few days ago, this 80-year-old guy, this is crazy, 80-year-old Chinese guy comes into my shop, and he tells me he loves my videos. I said, where the fuck are you watching my videos? He pulls out and he shows me one video. I can't remember which one it was. And it's on Facebook, okay? And it was incredible. And then so I looked at my Facebook that day, that night, or the next morning. He bought one trouser, this guy, but he was lured in. And I said, oh shit, my Facebook videos are suddenly doing really, really well. So I broadcasted live stream Facebook on yesterday's live stream instead of TikTok. And I've used this phone to do Facebook today. It isn't getting any views, but like I said in yesterday's short monologue, that if you don't try something, you never know, right? And if this sudden spark there is in Facebook, then we need to give it a shot. And yes, so the Facebook videos are getting a lot of views right now. And so this is my second broadcast on Facebook Live, and we'll see how it goes. And that's it. You must try. You must just suddenly shift. It's easy. Just shift. You're not going to lose anything. You could gain something, but you won't lose, right? You won't fucking lose. You won't fucking lose. I started live streaming during the pandemic with fucking no views. My no views became 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. A show every day, people jumping in, 5 orders a day, 6 orders a day, 7 orders a day. Okay? During the pandemic and stuff. Okay? Those who are here, like Lisa and Danielle, who are watching, who know, they know what I accomplished. They knew how I grew. Okay? I have a friend who shed me, who said I was his Vicharo. Okay? Vicharo is like this poor guy. She felt sorry for me. Okay? that he's getting 1 view. He's doing this morning and afternoon. He's getting 0, 1 view. I said, never feel sorry for me. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I have a single-minded belief in myself. And, if something's not working, I'll know when it's time to move. And look at me. Look what happened. It's amazing the amount of international exchange students that visit every semester to buy suits because of my videos. It is fucking wild. All right. Since the pandemic ended, right, international students been coming to Hong Kong now for 2.5 years. So that's 5 semesters and stuff. And it is incredible that how many international students over the last 5 semesters from all over the world, America, Germany, Paris, you fucking name it, whatever fucking country, China, have come to the shop, to my atelier, to buy a suit, okay, because of my videos. I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you. It is just like, wow. I don't get to interact with everybody, right? I usually interact either people who are my friends, the very, very big boys, the celebrities and stuff. It's rare that I will interact with people that down the food chain at my work. No disrespect. I have a huge team, right? But if they grab me, they want something from me, I'm theirs. Okay. I'm absolutely theirs. They're usually too scared to grab me. Okay. But they should. I mean, they're all welcome. I'm there to interact. I mean, I manage my business, and you guys, you clients, you international students, you exchange students, don't be scared to come and talk to me. Don't be scared to come and interact with me. Only half of them muster up the courage after they've already changed. They're holding the bag of the suit. Only half of them muster up the courage to come up to me and say, "Can I get a photo? Hey, Roshan, can I get a photo?" They know me by my first name. I was like, "Why didn't you grab me earlier when you're in the suit?" They're like, "We're too scared. We're too shy." It's like, don't be scared. Don't be shy. I was at work the other day and I needed a breath of fresh air. So I walked out onto the street for a breath of fresh air. And immediately this young white pilot, maybe mid to late 20s, let's call it. Say he's 28, from Florida. He says hi to me. And he says, "Hey man, I love your videos." So I said hi. I said, "Do you want to buy a suit?" He said he wasn't sure. I said, "Bro, you randomly bumped into me. Okay. I don't even know you. You've said hi to me. You've told me you love my videos. You're not like a kid, right? Come in and buy a suit." And he was like, "Okay." So it reminded me. So he came and he bought a suit. He bought a beautiful suit. I did his fitting, everything. I'm going to ship the suit to him. All right. And it reminded me of a time about a year ago where I was in an electronics store, literally next door to my work, helping a client. He wanted to buy something for his fucking proper camera. I don't know anything about these proper cameras. And I took him to the store next door, the electronics store, and Tarzan was with me as well. So Tarzan knows his shit. And a bunch of youngsters from Finland. So this predates the Watchman now, I think. So I've probably not given you this anecdote, but a bunch of youngsters from Finland see me in this electronics store, and they all grab me when I come out. And they're like, "Oh my God, we love your videos." They all finish. "We love your videos. We love your videos. We didn't know you were based in Hong Kong, blah, blah." I said, "Well, my store's right here. Do you want to come?" They come. And then, one of them ends up buying a suit as well. These are crazy stories. You know what I mean? These are crazy stories. They're wild stories, and they happen to me every day, right? So they reinforce what I'm doing, right? Unless you tell me that I'm a detriment to myself and you give me hardcore proof, not just words from people. And I said this on live stream before, right? A friend who shed me said that for every 5 fans I'm gaining, okay, I'm losing 1,000 potential customers. I told you these 1,000 people already hate me, okay? They're already fucking assholes, okay? They're fucking jealous. They're not coming, okay? All right? So don't give me the I'm potentially losing these people. All right. I make great fucking stuff. All right. And everybody can see through the bullshit videos. Okay. Everyone can see through it. And nobody's fucking stupid. Nobody's going to say, "I'm not going to this guy because he makes crazy videos." Okay. If they want a great suit, they're going to come to me. And that's the bottom line. You know what? This friend that shed me, so many of her friends continue to fucking show up and buy suits from me. So what else can I say but suck my fucking dick? You know what I mean? I am cool. I am fucking cool as a cucumber. I'm chill like a motherfucker. Okay, seriously, I'm open to advice. I'm open to changing. I'm open to be less dramatic. I'm open to being more formal, and stuff, and whatever. But unless you give me a better solution to what I'm doing, unless you actually give me a solution, hey, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, what I do is love. What I do is grind. What I do is open. What I do is honest. What I do is spontaneous. Well, what I do is me. You know what I mean? I give people all of me. There's no store. You'll walk in and you'll have a guy like me. There is no store. There is no fucking store. There is no store. You'll walk in and you have a guy like me. There is no store. Okay, go to any other suit store. Oh. You know what I mean? So, and that's just the fucking truth, right? So why wouldn't you fucking come and get something from my store? I mean, it doesn't make fucking sense. You know what I mean? You think I'm going to listen to people's bullshit? If I don't listen to my wife's shit, if I don't listen to my father's shit, if I don't listen to my uncle's shit, if I don't listen to my daughter Serena's shit, you think I'm going to listen to anybody's shit? I told you about this package hate stuff, right? Wherever I go, you know, bro, that was a great video, but maybe you shouldn't have done this. I'm all over package hate, bro. I gave a lecture on package hate years ago. It's one of my most renowned monologues. Okay? One of my most renowned monologues, package. I'm way beyond that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not living in any false shadow of fear of others barking any fucking bullshit. Gosh. You know what I mean? Every day, in addition to the overwhelming outpouring of love I get from my videos, I get clients making appointments with me on Instagram. Okay? It's quite surreal, right? Everyone's just booking on Instagram. When I try to contact any business in Hong Kong on Instagram, it's an absolute non-starter. I think I talked about this last week when I was trying to book Saloni's dinner at this fucking place at the Henderson, Akira back. I mean, they were just awful, and I had to tear them a new asshole. Any place you try to book on Instagram in Hong Kong is bullshit. They can't. They just don't know how to answer. But I'm a fucking marketing genius. Those who get it, get it. I'm a fucking marketing genius. You cannot scoop the whole world. I'm not producing crude oil. I'm not producing rare earths. I cannot scoop the whole world. But I will do whatever I can to scoop whoever I can when I can. Okay? And that is it. And I'll say it again. Every day, in addition to the overwhelming outpouring of love I get from my videos, I get clients make appointments on Instagram. It is quite surreal. And when I tried to contact two, I had already had two top reservations in London, okay, at Ambassadors Club and at Kai. But when I tried to reinforce these reservations through Instagram, they have like 30,000 followers on their thing. They still reply even on the Insta accounts. Here in Hong Kong, it's diabolically bad. It's like you're replying, like, who's running Insta? Fucking you try to contact Sam Still in any which way. You come directly to me. You come directly to fucking me. You know, I open up myself so sensitively and emotionally and honestly and rawly to you guys, and you still will spew hate, right? It is just sick, and it doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, you know what I mean? I will never understand it. I will never understand the illness, the ill words, how people lead with hate. It makes no sense. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Whether you like to believe it or not, or accept it or not, okay? I have a massive global fan base. Wherever I walk, whichever country I walk in, I'm globally recognized, and that's it. And this is my opportunity and my choice to open up to them and be as transparent as possible. If networks won't give me my own show, okay, then I will use the available platforms that I have, such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Snapchat, Douyin, X, to create my own fucking show. And I said that. You don't want to give me a fucking show, world? BBC fucking trim me, bastards, you know what I mean? Then I'm going to create my own show. And here it is. And it's here for everybody. My life is a fucking show for you guys. My work is a show for you guys. Everything is. Okay? And I'm so cool about that. I'm so proud of that. You know what I mean? I'm so endearing towards that. You know, I'm sensitive about that. I feel great. You know what I mean? I feel so great. I'm open to great questions. I'm open to as many questions as I could possibly answer. All right? But post monologue. All right? You've got to give me a chance to speak about the day, because we've tried this Q&A bullshit before and it doesn't work. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to come up with all your questions. I'm going to take a piss and I'll be back. And if you have questions, great. And if you don't have questions, maybe I'll talk some more. Mira, you go sit down there for 2 minutes, doctor. Please, I need to piss. Just go say hi. Don't touch the cameras.
Hi. Hi, Daniel, ma'am. Hi, Lisa, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It's coming.
Did he say anything to you? You didn't talk? I just pissed out 5 coffees and 2 liters of water. I've never, ever sold out or gone Hollywood, right? You know what I mean? I've always been me. So I've done so many commercials. You can see I've just done a series of 3 commercials with Gaylord. I've done some Conchi shoes commercials, both here in Hong Kong and in London. I did a bunch of commercials for the lag on YouTube is huge. I did a bunch of commercials for this pub when I was in London. I've done commercials for jewelry company, hair product, and stuff, restaurants, so much, right? A gym. So a friend at Shed Me said that maybe my attitude is what stops them from coming back. I'm like, what's stopping anyone from coming? I did one for a sweet, like a dessert company recently, Indian dessert company. I said, how many times are they going to be able to afford to pay me? Okay, these are all small businesses, and how many times do they want to use the same influencer? Right? You can call that the same star. You heard me screaming with the piss? No? Did you guys hear? Did you hear me scream my piss out? Anybody here? I was loud, but the door was shut, and the toilet is not that close. So it doesn't matter if a person doesn't come back. What matters is that people keep coming. All right. Now, the bottom line is this, right? In all the commercials that I've done to be broadcast on my medium as well, in collaboration with theirs, right? I've never sold out. I've never gone Hollywood. Okay. Even my paid commercials are me. Okay. I don't read their script. I don't do this script. I do what I want to do, and I'm one and done. I'm not doing a second take. Okay. That's the way I work. All right. And that is not prima donna. That is me, and that is just me. Okay. And you have to, if you're going to work with me, and I've been hired by many, 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 many organizations. I've done commercials for so long, been broadcast on all my medium and stuff. Just tell me the idea. I sell the product in the way I want to sell it. And that's that. All right. And it's the same thing with my videos. When I got famous, I didn't tone down. I went even wilder. Kept getting banned. I went even wilder. kept getting banned again. I went even wilder. Okay, I always pushed the bar. I pushed the bar, and I stayed true to myself. I'm no sellout. I'm not going to Hollywood. My paid commercials are me. Everything I do is me. Is that narcissistic? I don't know. Okay, but I have this belief that the foundation is that I've built is based on transparency, and I will stick with that always. 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 Somebody says a great tailor doesn't have to market himself. This somebody has no name, no fame, no followers, no nothing. There we go again with the poor shitting on the rich, right? It's crazy. It goes on and on and on, and it doesn't stop. I've been going for 75 minutes, okay? So I'm going to stop there because I think that's a lot of time we're talking. If you have questions, I shall take them. But I cannot sit here and without questions. So if you have questions, I will take them. You want me to tailor you? No problem. You have to purchase a suit from me. You cannot come to Hong Kong? No problem. Send me an email, web@samsealer.com, and I'll tell you how I can make it happen. So do we have questions? Now is the time to tell me how many, if we have questions. I've been going over 75 minutes. Anybody have questions? Lisa, can you test the star system on Facebook for me? I no longer stock Scabal. No, there's just not enough demand for it. I have a couple of personal Scabal suits. Thank you, Danielle. Lisa, if you just jump onto Facebook, Danielle, if you jump onto Facebook, can you test the star thing for me? Can you send me a star? See if it'll happen? Okay. YouTube, do you have any questions? Christian Benanti, are you still there? 6'4" is not very common in Hong Kong. Nobody wants to help me with that, Lisa and Danielle? Yes, I am in Hong Kong. Oh, my father's tough. He hates me, Mikhail. But we've talked about that many, many, many times. You can rewind many episodes of the Watchman'S Hour for me going into that relationship with him. But I had a lot more to say today, but I have to stop. Okay. You're still here. You're a big fan. So did you really hear me piss? Or are you just making them up? Okay, Lisa and Danielle are not helping me with the stars. Danielle sent stars. Okay. So it does work. Okay, great. So yep, Danielle is up there now on the screen, 99 stars. Excellent. Danielle, I really, really appreciate that. Okay. I am very, very, very grateful to you. So you heard me piss. Anybody else hear me piss? Because I was purposely quite loud about it. Okay. So I'm going to say bye to YouTube first. I'm very, very grateful to you. This live stream will post now.